Alright guys, what is going on? Back with another video. I'm moving some things around in the room. I'm updating some things, and I'll show you something. I'll show it to you at a later date. Got a lot of updates coming up, so just be prepared for that. So not the typical video straight from the phone. Let you guys know what's going on. I am in the process of completing all of my retro collection. Like I said this a while back on the other video, I got about 20 games, maybe 15 to 20 games that I want that are retro wise and or retro in the retro timeline of video games. And I have some peripherals that I want to pick up as well. One of them, I wanted to get another original Xbox. I just did a video about that, and there's more to that original Xbox that I didn't realize that I should have told you guys, but I'll be doing a later video on that as well. But I want to show you this. This is something I already had, but this right here, this is a box of the Sega Saturn Virtua Stick. This is an excellent device that I am so happy to have. I've had this maybe about 10 years now, maybe 15, I'll say 10 years. Awesome device. And here's the actual arcade stick. If you want to play any Sega Saturn games, highly recommend to play it on this device. Beautiful working device. It plays so well. One of the best devices in all of gaming, in my opinion. But there's something else that I've been wanting to get, and I finally got it. I've been wanting this for well over 20 years. I've been a big fan of the Sega Saturn, not as much of the Xbox or the Dreamcast, but I've always wanted a Sega Saturn because it was just one of those consoles that I couldn't get at the time. But there was something else with the Sega Saturn that I wanted that, quite frankly, I could not get in the States. This is a beautiful piece of art right here. This is beautiful. I love this device. This is the Japanese version of the Virtua Stick, the Sega Saturn Virtua Stick. This thing is beautiful. I love the way this looks. I can't wait to play some games on it. And it's very different from the American one. This is the Japanese one. This is the American one. They're totally different. The buttons are different. The joysticks, this one has a bigger joystick than this one. I don't want to do too much of a comparison, but let's say, for instance, if you do play with this one, which I think this is just beautiful. It's a little noisy, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. But this thing, you don't hear anything. I mean, even the buttons are actually, they make a little noise, but nothing like the other one. But nevertheless, even with all of that, I've been wanting this for about 20 years. I remember seeing this in a magazine, and I was like, wow, that is absolutely beautiful. Why, us in America, why we can't have nice things? And I'm so glad I got this. This thing will run you a pretty penny if you try to get this on eBay. I managed to get this off buy.jp, which is a Japanese website that actually you could purchase things there and they will ship them to you. It's a little pricey on the shipping, but the device itself, I got this for like $20. These things run for way more than that, but since it's in Japan, these devices aren't necessarily that, expensive or sought after. But if you go through an eBay seller, yeah, you're paying for the fact that it's over there. Guys in Japan, they don't value this stuff too much. There are a few games that they do, and I recommend it'd be a really good way to get some imports through buy. And it's not an endorsement or nothing, but I mean, that's what I use. But nevertheless, I'm so glad I got this. Now, I will say this as well. This is very reminiscent of another device, made by Sega. I'll show that to you. It looks very similar to the Sega Dreamcast arcade stick. Very similar. Very similar. I mean, and even this, I'm going to tell you something, guys. This device, oh my goodness, it's still a little clicky like the other one. It's pretty much built by the same, it's built by the same people, so you know what it is. But that device plays very well. I can't wait to try to play some games like Street Fighter Alpha, 2, Street Fighter Zero 3, playing some games on this to see what it feels like. And I'm actually going to be, I may live stream playing with this or whatever. All the turbo buttons up here, they're there, and you can change the speed of the turbo just like this Virtua stick, the American one. All the ones, the turbo buttons right here, or the change the turbo and the speed is right up here. I mean, look, I've been wanting one of these since forever, and I'm so glad I got it. I think this is a phenomenal device, and I don't know, this may not be your taste. A lot of people nowadays aren't necessarily into, certain peripherals when it comes to retro games. Not that I see. I see a lot of people just picking up the games and having fun with the controllers, but I love stuff like this. Like Japanese stuff like this. I'm very fascinated with the stuff that comes from Japan in general. I think some of the video game stuff in Japan is very, very interesting to see and to look at. And it gives you somewhat of a mindset of what they felt about how video games were back, back then. The Super Nintendo versus the Japanese Super Famicom. Let's see, the regular Famicom versus the Nintendo we have here. I just find them very fascinating how they differentiate certain things, and I'm always like looking on places that sell imports just to see what they have and if it interests me. I remember looking at this back in like 2004, 2005, and I was like, I mean, even at the time, I didn't even have a Saturn, but I wanted this because I just thought this arcade stick was absolutely awesome. It's pretty good build quality. It looks great, and I can't wait to use this. So I don't want to waste too much more of you guys' time. I could talk about arcade sticks all day long. I'm gonna be honest with you. I may have an issue, man, because I got a lot of arcade sticks, and I got a couple more that I purchased not too long ago that I need to show off as well. And yeah, I may have a little issue when it comes to arcade sticks, but nevertheless, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I just thank you guys for the support. But I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, get myself together for the next day, and I'm going to keep it moving. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I'm out. Peace.